అరే బెనర్ నాకు ఇలా ఇంకా స్లిప్ అవుతుంది బెనర్. అరే ఇగో మదక బెనర్ బెనర్ వద్దు మదక ఆడదు బెనర్. అరే
Skywalker class of 1996, David Thompson. Ladies and gentlemen, Michael Jordan.
What if what?
What if you lose?
I don't even feel, I can't, my consciousness don't even elevate that thought.
Therefore, if it happens, you'd be distraught, crazed, what?
It's not my nature to allow that to happen. But I just don't concentrate on that.
So you don't think the negative?
No, the negative, you always have doubt. You know, there's always a doubt. And the doubt that you have allows you to perform at a higher level. There's always doubt. You know, I have doubt and you always have insecurities about things. But those doubts and...
If you are ugly, you are ugly. Stop talking about inner beauty. Men do not walk around with X-rays to see your inner beauty.
Don't speak negatively to yourself, though, even if it's just a joke. Your body and your subconscious do not know the difference between what's real or what you're actually just thinking. Words are energy, and this entire universe that you and I are sitting in right now is built on energy. And so if you want to change your reality, you have to change the way that you speak to yourself. If you change the way that you speak to yourself, you can change your life.
Accept the pain. Smile at the pain. Embrace the pain. Pain is the gatekeeper of destiny. Pain is there to ask you one simple question. Do you really want to achieve your goals? Or are you just a talker?
Talent? I don't believe in talent.
Talent is not enough anymore.
Well, some people, they have talent. That's good. It helps when you have talent. As long as you have a lot of determination and willpower, that's all you need.
Obsession's gonna be talent every time. You got all the talent in the world, but are you obsessed?
And if you don't dedicate it 100%, you're not gonna reach the level that you want.
Talent?
The best mental model is God wants me to learn something here, and He's going to teach.
Skywalker class of 1996, David Thompson. Ladies and gentlemen, Michael.
You should be a monster.
An absolute monster.
You should be ruthlessly ambitious.
And then you should learn how to control it.
And it's that old expression, it's better to be a warrior in a garden than a gardener in a war. You should be a monster.
For you to beg for anything. If he had, he would not have blessed you with full control over your own mind. If your life is not what you want it to be, you can change it.
Introducing in the red corner. He weighed in at 175 pounds, wearing black trunks with white trim. His record, perfect. 19 fights. 19 wins. All 19 wins coming by way of knockout. He is a two-time Olympian. He is making his 8th world title defense. He is boxing's only world champion with a 100% knockout ratio. He is the reigning. He is the defending WBC. WBO light heavyweight world champion and representing Montreal,
Losers let it happen, winners make it happen. Losers see thunderstorms, winners see rainbows. Losers see icy streets, winners put on their ice skates. Losers take chances, winners make choices. It's all in the way you choose to think.
The fastest and the best way to de-stress, to lower your level of stress in real time. And this is very important because life is stressful, right? Like, we can't control external events. And we hear all this stuff like meditate, vacation, massage, do all this stuff, but that's great, but what if you're stressed in the moment, right? You're about to give a talk, or you're in a difficult conversation, or, you know, the world seems to be spinning around you. The physiological side brings your level of stress down immediately, very quickly, and we all have the capacity to do it. And it's done the following way. It's a double inhale through the nose. The first one is a complete inhale till your lungs feel full, and then you sneak in a little bit more air as a second inhale, and then a long, slow exhale through the mouth until your lungs are completely empty. The fastest...
I believe if you think that you can't have it, you probably won't have it. You have to go into everything with a positive attitude. You know, they say that the human mind is only using 1% of its potential, and that if the human mind could use 3%, you could do literally anything. You could cure the major diseases. You could do anything. Just one mind in this world, if it could get up to 3% of its maximum potential.
We can learn to do anything.
We can read the quote once more. Don't eat with people you wouldn't starve with. We can read the quote.
Life में कुछ चीजों के लिए perfect pairing बहुत important.
So the goal was to be the first one at breakfast. So I set my alarm. I make sure I'm up by sunrise. I get out of bed, I put on my gear, and I head downstairs. But when I get there, Kobe's already there, with ice packs on his knees, drenched in sweat. Now, it took me a minute to figure it out, but this guy wasn't only awake before me. He had already worked out. He had just played in the finals days earlier. Meanwhile, I'd been off for months and I was still exhausted. What he had done that morning was incomprehensible to me. That dedication he had only days after falling short of an NBA championship. That taught me something I've never forgotten. Legends aren't defined by their successes. They're defined by how they bounce back from their failures.
You only need 4 years. You only need to do it right and show up every day and not take a day off for 4 years. And if you do, your life will be fine. You only need...
He was smaller than me, and he spoke with a bit of a lisp.
I'm not talking about the you. I really believed in my head. Then we went to the minibus to go to the gym, and suddenly all these big, powerful men appeared. And they were walking very, very somber. They were walking like men walking to the gallows. But they knew what was coming. Got to the gym, shadow boxed, bandaged up. Coach said, right, glove up for sparring, looking around. These big men were scared stiff. But I was so relaxed, that's when I looked into the ring. And Mike's pacing the ring with his shirt off. His body, his physique was incredible. His biceps, his chest. Incredible. I hadn't seen him stripped to the waist. I'm looking and thinking, that's not the same 17-year-old boy I met yesterday. That's not the same 17-year-old boy I met this morning. That's not the same 17-year-old boy I sat next to him in the minibus getting here. And Coach pointed to one of the big men to get in. There was no spark.
If somebody would have showed me what I'm about to show you when I was in the 5th grade, I'd have been a millionaire by the time I was in the 9th grade. You have to disconnect your revenue generation from time, because time...
You ever see Mike Tyson talking to Francis Ngannou? Mike Tyson said,
"Oh, your knockouts is spectacular. You know what that means? All this good stuff happening to you. You know what that means? That you're favored by God. You know that, right?"
Yeah. And Francis went, wow. And he goes, here's the bad news.
When you're favored by God, you're also favored by the devil.
You're one of the devil's favorites, too. And you gotta leave with the guy you came with.
You stay with who brought you here. You go home with the guy that brought you to the dance.
Because he's looking to take you home, too. It's like, damn, Mike, dropping fucking knowledge. You ever see Mike?
If you think someone's gonna hit you and they start just swinging at you, if you have good defense, you stand there with your hands up and you wait. You just wait. Let him swing. Let him swing. Keep moving. You wait. You wait. How long are you gonna be able to do this? What, you got 30 seconds in you? And then all of a sudden you see a little of this and you're like, oh, now you're tired. You don't really know how to fight. You just wanted to hit me. Well, now we're gonna fight. If you think someone's gonna...
Your brain is so innocent that it cannot understand this. This is day 17 of the 30 Days Brain Mystery. Imagine you are walking in your dream, and then suddenly you fall down, and your body got a little shock. This means that your brain is too innocent to understand the difference between reality and dream. Now here's the crazy part. You can use your brain to make you whatever you want by simply imagine and saying it. If you truly say you smart, you will become smart. That's why Gautama Buddha once said, mind is everything. What you think, you become.
I love Joe Rogan. I think he's a G, right? He brings in a ton of guests that I like to listen to. But I want to gain an advantage in the marketplace by uncovering the information and the knowledge that is not mainstream. So I'll go to the Yandex, which is like a Russian version of Google that is uncensored. And I'll go and like uncover books about the central bank and the history of money and things that are kind of banned and not allowed or censored or things of this nature. And I'll kind of study those things to have an advantage. I love Joe Rogan. I think he's a G, right? He brings in a ton of